Ahoy there, epic plasma gamers! Welcome back to our devlog series on Throwbro, a Game Boy style platformer about a green dude in a green world who likes to throw green dudes at other green dudes. We're still working on that catchline. This week we have some exciting new things to show. As many of you know, last week we completed our game's first boss, which means that the first world is nearly completed, and that it's about time for us to start making a second world. Yay! So I started off by making the art. Since the first world was titled the Green Zone, it only makes sense to move on to the Dark Green Zone. Get it? Because everything is still green. Actually, we're calling it the Cave Zone. But naming aside, I think the tile set turned out pretty good. I was unsure if a cave would work in our color palette, but with a few tweaks, I feel like we were really able to help it come alive. I tried making a moving background like I had in the previous world, but it just didn't fit, so we opted to use tiles instead. I like how this approach turned out. We have multiple background layers with wood pillars, cave walls, and lanterns. Now, as cool as the art is, I knew we were going to need to add new challenges to spice up the gameplay. Our strategy with level design has been to introduce a new mechanic in each level, and then to combine them all in the final level of each world. You can see an example of this in the first cave level, Mellow Mines. We started off by introducing the player to these bad enemies, shown off in previous devlogs. Following that, we made these falling platforms which fall when stepped on. It's not rocket science. We then used this level to combine those two things as well as previously established mechanics in unique ways. We have a mushroom and falling platforms that are activated by throwing and falling platforms, and near the end we have a challenge with a bat and a falling platform. I was also able to write a song to complement the level. Here's a small preview of that. In another level named Lance Labyrinth, we were able to build upon this even more. We started off by introducing the player to these spears, or lances, that you can throw at a wall to make a new platform. This is cool on its own, but then we built on this further by adding falling platforms that you need to throw a javelin at. We also used this level to introduce a brand new enemy that you guys voted for. Earlier last week we had a poll where we gave you the option between a slime enemy, a mole enemy, and a ram enemy. You guys voted overwhelmingly for the ram, which I think turned out pretty good. He's very different from any other enemy we've added so far. When the player is in range, the ram will charge in the player's direction, and eventually bump into a wall, ushering a block which you can then use to end his sad existence. Sorry, was that too dark? It's okay, he'll respawn in 5 seconds. We also received a suggestion that we make it so he can break blocks, and I think that turned out pretty cool as well. This led to a few puzzle ideas. I'm fond of this one where you're in a pit and you need him to break a wall down for you to bounce out on a mushroom. I think this formula for designing levels has been working out pretty well for us so far. Want to know what else is going well? Your life is what you would be saying if you were an epic plasma gamer. Oh, how do you become an epic plasma gamer? It's simple. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button and you can be among the best people on earth. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, cave stuff. We added 2 more levels. One of them is named Clockwork Chasm, which is all about revolving platforms and moving saws. This ended up being a really unique challenge that built off the previous levels pretty well. Near the end, you get to climb up through a tower of moving falling platforms while dodging saws and taking Throwbear off his tower. As you can see, we made a lot of progress this week. The cave world is nearly completed, which means that in the next devlog, we'll be starting on our game's next boss. Stay tuned to see how that goes along with a lot of other new levels and fun mechanics. That's all for now. Stay epic, Plasma Gamers.